lovelies, welcome back to the channel. So today we're going to do a lovely set of gorgeous microbladed brows on our beautiful client. As you can see, she currently has very little brows, which typically happens as we get older, but today she's going to leave with a gorgeous brand new set of brows. Let's get into it.
Tell me what it's like to live with superpowers. I don't know, but I'ma get it.
All right, so right now we're going to get started with mapping out her brows. As you can see, we've already mapped out our preliminary lines, and we do that with the client sitting up. I've talked about this in previous videos, and that's simply because we want to make sure that the brows look absolutely perfect with the client sitting up. Once you sit up, as opposed to laying down, your skin does very different things. So we want to get our preliminary lines with the client sitting up. Once those lines have been identified, then I lay the client back and then I go ahead and tighten up those lines on both sides. As you can see here, what I like to do is I stretch the skin, I pull it up onto the brow bone, and I get a nice, crisp, clean line. And then you'll see me letting the skin go, letting it allow it to fall back into its natural place, so that way we can see exactly what kind of lines we've drawn. Once we've done all that, then we're going to go ahead and get the whole outline basically outlined in some concealer, and this is really just going to help really identify and set the lines. So when the client sits up and sees her brows, it helps to, make it much more visible for her, simply because there's a lot of lines going on the face, and it's very difficult to kind of identify where the brow is going to start, where it's going to stop, where the arch is, where the tail ends. So outlining it in concealer just makes the brows really, really crisp, and they just really come together. So once we're done with that, I have my client sit up and do some tweaking because the client is sitting straight up. I did some tweaking on the left side to bring it down just a little bit, so that way it's perfectly symmetrical on both sides. Then I have the client check it, take a look in the mirror, put her glasses on so that she can see how they look and get the seal of approval. Once she says she likes them, we're getting ready to start. Okay, now it's time to microblade. Let's go. So we're all done with the first round, and the client just so happens to look in the camera, and she looks at herself and she just happens to say, "Why are they so dark?" It was so funny. So I had to explain to her the whole process because, of course, as you can imagine, she was incredibly freaked out. But once I explained to her, she was ready, she was okay, and we were ready to proceed. Round 2. Are you guys ready for this result? Look at these brows. Absolutely stunning. Elegance at any age. I'm telling you, these brows frame her face so beautifully. She was incredibly happy with the result, as was I. It was a wonderful transformation. Thank you guys for watching. I hope you enjoyed this video. Until the next time, bye. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe. See you next time. Bye.
You got me shaking, yeah, I feel the fever come.